17 up to the top here to begin the second half of play as well. He's not only giving him a spark, but it's freed up Jockerson as well. Little punch in toward Bjorgelsen. That ball loose in front, and it's a goal for the Wildcats. It looked like Grinning got it.
And we've seen that all season. Winger to winger, Gutman to Grinning.
They have certainly scored a lot prettier goals this season, but none any more meaningful.
You see Gutman, fantastic, really, really tidy, just trying to pick out Bjorgelsen, and Bjorgelsen got all kinds of traffic around him, and Grinning knows that he just needs to hang around behind him for anything that's going to come through, and it's going to drop right on his foot here.
So Mirkovic will take it again. This will swing away from the goal mouth. That's a really nice kick. Right at the top of the box. It goes to Moles. It's still free. And on the rebound, Pitt is able to tie things up. It looks like it was Noel Valentin.
And we saw it's been a fantastic reaction from Pitt here in those first 5 minutes. You're so vulnerable in those open 5 minutes after you score a goal. And, you know, I said it a moment ago, what a slick night and how difficult it was going to be for Casper Moles to get a hand on anything.
Look at what happened right there. You had Screen and you had Moles doing the right thing. Moles had a...
and drags it away.
I didn't see much there.
Yeah, the Kentucky players are just trying to stop play here because they're trying to keep the ball in the Pittsburgh half.
Sure.
Probably a little bit too overeager there.
That ball is rifled, and look at that! How in the world?
And we see him wind up, and he has so much space at the top of the box. No Kentucky player gets close enough to really make him think about not shooting this, and he's picked out that top left-hand corner and squeezed it past Moles beautifully.
I mean, we talked about it at the top of the match. I don't know whether
out beyond the perimeter, giving Babalai that pretty open chance on Morse, but as usual, he is up to the task.
Merlo field is vibrating, all chomping on the bleachers. A corner kick comes in. Morris has a punch away, still there, and it's in! Cambridge gets his 13th goal. Looks like it may have been Delence Pierre, but they're all celebrating the same.
And it was indeed Pierre getting himself up in the air, but having a great celebration with Cambridge. Hunter Morse comes out and makes a great play, first play at this ball.
A little nutmeg action from Reyes, but talk about the struggle to create goals. Well, obviously Stanford coming into this year, they lost a lot of offensive production from a year ago. And there was a question of who was going to come up with that as Gondo puts one in the middle! The Spartans strike first. What a goal. What a delivery. And just like that, Marco Afonso puts one home. 1-0 on the road for the Spartans.
Yeah, let's take another look at this again. It's Gondo beating a couple defenders, puts it on a platter, one-timed, beautifully struck by Marco Afonso. And look, that's the...
With it, now Gostinelli decides to let it go. Nice turn, Jackson Kill with it on his feet. Now in the middle, plenty of space for Will Riley. Stanford has a chance to come up with something that was sent away. Here comes a shot from Silly! We are level at 1.
Waddy, what a strike from Cam Silly, and beautifully set up there by Keegan Tingy as well. Put that one on a platter. I mean, wow. That is a left boot of a lifetime. Let's take another look at this. That got deflected. Keegan plays it back.
Whistle's blown. He can go whenever he's ready.
He's taking quite some time.
Yes. Like you mentioned it, maybe a little bit of mind games there, so it gets time. Maybe made Matt Frank think a little bit about which direction he wanted to go. So after the first round, 1-0 in favor of UNC Greensboro.
Yeah, Basile Mark knew exactly what he was doing there. I haven't seen anyone stand over the ball longer.
So now coming up for Stanford will be Will Riley, and also making his season debut on the spot. He also made his opportunity a round ago. Puts it home.
He went right down Broadway with that one. Got Frank to lane. And this could be it right here.
As Kevin mentioned, coming up to the spot now, Connor Evans for Stanford. He has to put this one home.
This is the season
to keep the Cardinal alive.
This is the season,
and a phenomenal performance up to this point by Isaac Briner during PKs. Can he send the Spartans on to the next round? Puts it home. Strong approach and attack from Connor Evans and keeps Stanford alive for the time being.
Man, look, I was just about to say, before Evans took that PK, you wonder how much Briner is in Stanford's head with those first three saves. Apparently he wasn't in Connor Evans' head because that was brilliantly struck.
Now Manuel Hagan comes up.
Stanford has to be perfect through the rest of this 5 rounds.
Matt Frank, like he's done so many times for Stanford, has to come up huge here to keep them alive. Hagan puts it home! And the Spartans come all the way across the country and have knocked out number 5 seeded Stanford. And they will see Indiana in the next.
Dangerous right foot of Winbrink. He's red hot for the Hoosiers. Last 6 games, has a point in every game. 3 goals, 3 assists. Winbrink into the box. Far post, score! Brett Beebe gives Indiana a 1-0 lead.
Another look, Austin. There's that quality in the final third. Beebe just wins his header against the height right at the top of the 6, and what a time to score such a big goal. Didn't have the best first half maybe on his accounts on the defensive bound.
Headed at Shealy to save.
Russell Shealy in the right place at the right time. Allen gets a free header, a free look at goal.
Syracuse can break out. Leibold running at Johnson. Jonah Leibold with pace. Jonah still going. The shot. Jonah Leibold scores!
We talked about this earlier, how you're vulnerable for a counterattack when you are taking your own corner. Syracuse proves the point here. Shealy with a good save, was in the right place at the right time, springs the counter in the other direction. Jonah Leibold running at.
Leibold with his 5th goal of the season. Syracuse ahead 1-0.
Free header at the back, saved by Shealy. Shealy quick to look at, get his head up, distribute the ball out.
But it falls right to Morrison. Edwards was the intended target. Vermont has a little bit of space to work.
Oh, and here's the counter.
Here's Bazzini around Grossi. Bazzini with his lift! Yannick Bazzini, the man of the moment. The redshirt sophomore with a moment of brilliance, and it puts Vermont ahead 1-0.
Bazzini stayed on the ball the entire time, somehow found just a bit of an opening. And this UVM crowd is going crazy.
It's the moment the fans at Virtue Field were waiting for. Vermont 1, UCLA 0.
Let's watch this replay. Keeps it on his foot, doesn't mean much room of this game. And he has up to this point. I think he's done a really nice job.
So a free kick for UVM. Nagy stands over it. He lofts it towards the penalty spot. A flick-on header. UCLA there. The opportunity from Bourrier!
And it's in!
Yves Bourrier! And it's 2-0 Vermont!
Bourrier comes back, hits it with his left foot, side netting up. Looks like it might have gone off the post. And we just said UCLA hadn't given up 2 goals since early September.
Well, records were made to fall, and Vermont has just broken UCLA's streak that might put an end to their Murray and Bazzini up top in a more traditional 4-4-2. Murray immediately after subbing on a header.
And he's
Bazzini
in.
Flicks it on towards Nagy. Can Nagy close it out? Alex Nagy, a brilliant save, but he's there on the follow-up. Make it 3. Alex Nagy in his final game at Virtue Field puts this one to bed.
A great way to finish that off. Stayed with it the whole way.
The Catamount crowd is in hysterics. 3-0 Vermont. Only 4 minutes and 10 seconds separate them from a trip to the NCAA tournament quarterfinals.
Great head on. Nagy stayed with the whole way. Great.
Remember, he took that knock to
corner
the
kick.
face.
Taking the kick, number 25, Miguel Ramirez.
Chad Lappman actually mentioned that he wouldn't mind hitting me with a ball like that. What's up with that? Corner kick coming in. Oh, what a play! Unbelievable! Nifty little move. I think it was Taylor with the back heel, right?
Scotty Taylor.
1-0 Duke.
Scotty
Wow.
Taylor. Scotty Taylor showed up big when the lights come on. Just a simple redirection with his left into the far corner. Very good goal. He's playing with a lot of confidence, as we just mentioned. We see this corner. Scotty Taylor runs that near post. Really catches the entire FIU.
Minutes. Tulsa off of a corner. Malik Henry Scott, a header on frame, but it was saved by Paul Cruz. Tulsa kept it in bounds. A layoff from Sage to Botenberg, and he hit the framework. This ball comes down to feet. Baena back to Meinhard, and he puts it home. Alex Meinhard has put Tulsa in front 1-0. Terrific build-up for the Golden Hurricane. And as Coach Tom McIntosh has said, when Alex Meinhard gets the ball in the box, he's got one thing in mind, and that's where he's going to put it, in the back of the net. But it's going in the back. And he does it again off a great run from Scott. It started with a touch from Meinhard to Baena. Just had 1 in the first 45. Now 3 in the first 8 and change. And it's all thanks, in that time, to Owen O'Malley. First team all Big East midfielder. Curled in, and it's headed in from inside the 6. Elevating. Mark O'Neill climbed the ladder, and we're tied up at 1. Creighton just continued to knock on the door from the get-go of this second half. And it's the captain, Mark O'Neill. 4th goal of the year.
Number 23, Mark O'Neill.
For the sophomore defender from Louisville, Colorado. Lopez stopped 1 on the year. Giorgio Probo on the PK to give Creighton the lead. And he's done it. The Italian who's given out so many helpers on the season, including one in this match, notches his 5th goal of the year. He remains perfect on penalties, and with 2:14 to go, Creighton moves ahead 2-1. Little hesitation.